All right, let's keep going. It says media should advocate for rural connectivity. Communication consultant and adjunct lecturer at the Caribbean School of Media and Communication, CARIMAC, Kalando Wilmoth, has encouraged journalists to use the power of the fourth estate to press governments to develop internet capacity in rural communities which lack internet connectivity. Quote unquote, the truth is that internet access is not a government decision, it is a business decision. Therefore, the companies or internet providers are the ones who decide. But that cannot be. The government needs to work along with the companies to determine how connectivity is deployed, he said. Quote unquote, otherwise we may end up in a situation where we create a new digital divide, where only people who have access to urban centers would continue to benefit from advancements in internet technology. This is an opportunity for journalists to make that story known. You can't allow only the business to determine where the connectivity takes place, he said. I agree. Wilmot was responding to comments made by senior journalists and educators, highlighting that rural communities are being left behind, and deliberately, of course, as relates to access to internet and reliable service by internet providers. The journalists and educators were participating in a roundtable discussion at CARIMAC at the UE over the weekend, which was in the last month, under the theme Journalism in an Emergency Digital Landscape in Jamaica. Earlier on in the discussion, Franklin McKnight, veteran journalist and adjunct lecturer at CARIMAC, pointed out that there were where he lives on the north coast near to some of the best hotels and infrastructure residents in the surrounding communities have no internet access. Marilyn Allen, lecturer at the University of Technology, Jamaica, UTEC, related a similar situation, stating that although she has access to internet in the community where she lives in St. Catherine, service interruptions are frequent. Sharing a recent experience as she tried to work from home, Allen said that my challenge was that the internet went away for hours to days on end. I would not have known that had I not stayed home and needed to work online for that period. I had to actually leave and come to Kingston to use an internet cafe, which had Wi-Fi access to complete the task because I had deadlines to meet. That affects productivity and ability of people to work online at home, she related. I do agree. UTEC lecturer noted that the situation becomes worse in rural communities such as Hopewell, Hannibal, where she said lack of internet connectivity generates broader issues which need attention on to be written about by the media. George Davis, president of the Press Association of Jamaica, pointed out that although some rural communities have community access points, the access points are sometimes inconvenient because community centers where the access provided closes at a certain time. All right, end of article. And basically what this is saying is that there are a lot more communities in Jamaica need proper internet access, and I do agree with that. But as I said, it's just that there's, what am I saying about the plantation system that Jamaica has? This is just a basic end result, that there are certain communities that are basically deliberately left off and are supposed to be maintained as these in the proverbial dark ages and so on. And this is the end result. It's not that they're ignorant, whichever government's in charge. A lot of these businesses, I must say to you as well, a lot of them don't care. I mean, a lot of them just basically see certain communities as just these serfdoms, and some of these same communities can't even get proper access to water, electricity, and what have you. And it's not that nobody knows, they don't care. And again, they need to just be honest about that. There's just a benign neglect policy, and here in Jamaica and many other places, and they're just deliberately making it where certain communities are left in the proverbial dark. And because if this does happen, if there's proper access to internet, that means people will be able to be more productive, provided they use those opportunities to do good things. If they had access to general basic resources and to work up, that plantation system in the long run is going to be destroyed. And a lot of these people who are benefiting from that system don't like that. So this is just an example of how this plantation system in Jamaica is working, and that needs to stop. And so people, if you have means and ends, find some ways to offset this and just get some more equal opportunities in these communities so that there can be more productivity, more opportunities, and more people who generally are trying to do the right thing, want to make do their best in life, that this is made easier for them to succeed in those ventures. So This will go on State of Jamaica in the Caribbean. Check them out on the YouTube pages. Maz Goods and Farron. Maz Productions. Okay.